seen your video. I seen your video. You ain't coming to my church. You ain't coming to my church now. Not with that foolishness you got there. I seen your video. Let me hook myself up here. I'm exercising my feet as I talk with you. Let me go here. Turn it on. Get in the right mode. Go to like level 19. We're doing it now, Jack. Level 19, man. This thing is gonna be humming. It's gonna be humming in a little while. Woo! That's almost painful there. Just a little bit more, and I'm gonna get up to the 20 level, and that's kind of painful, you know. But who knows? Maybe it'll work with that neuropathy. I'll be getting that because I got the sugar. 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 Instead of I got the power, I got the sugar. So what's on the news, man? What's up? I got to do the Spanish version of the news too. I don't know if you got Spanish people here on TikTok, but we're gonna have to do it, you know. Well, we finally got. I think Kamala Harris has won because they said that. What's that? Oh, Mexico. Oh, I didn't know she was running for president of Mexico. Oh, she is. She's running for the president of here. Ah, yeah, I see. See, I try to stay away from the news because the news is kind of depressing. To think that Kamala Harris is going to be president, I could just see her right now. People are talking about, well, we're gonna preemptively bomb Iran, and she's like, they started to change the vocabulary words. You know how in the vocabulary words they have like they have a word and then they use it in a sentence. I was just hearing one person talking about side chick. So I said here's a sentence for side chick. Said Montel Williams' side chick was Kamala Harris. Who was the mayor? Who was the mayor? Mayor Brown? Who was that guy? Was it Brown? Well, you people will let me know. That's another sentence we could use for side chick, I guess. who was Mayor Brown's side chick? Kamala Harris. They thought he was his daughter. They have a video out there where they say, Are you his daughter?" She says no. She was dizzy back then. Now she's dizzy-er. Okay. I mean, I don't know, man. For you people, can you people defend her, please? Could you put something in the comments? That's something. At least tell me something that she's done. All right, I just one. Okay, because she only had one job, was to take care of the border, and she failed miserably there. She said she went down there, and Lester said, "You haven't been down there." And she said, "I haven't been to Europe either." If I was Lester, I would have said, "You haven't been to Mars either, but we all wish you would go." You could be the test dummy, You could be the first person to laugh hysterically. In Mars, she got that laugh is that laugh. I've seen people like that laughing. People who laugh like that. I saw them when I was in the mental ward over there in Lincoln Hospital, a mental ward over there in 149th Street in the Bronx. There was people who were laughing just like Kamala Harris. That's why when I heard that laugh, I said, "Holy sweat, she came back." I thought it was one of them crazy people that I knew from back then. There was one girl there that, what was her name? I forget her name, man. But she had like a pimple, and she was telling me that was her eye that was coming out there. And I said, "Yeah, I see it." Of course, I just wanted to have relationships with her. This was before I became a Christian. You know, she was fine too. And I said, yeah, I see it. I see that's your eyeball coming out there. And she said, no, I know you just you just want to be with me. She caught that real quick, man. I was willing to say anything, man, to get with that girl. She was fine. But mentally, she was out to lunch, man. She she used to laugh just like Kamala la Mala. Mala Kamala. Kamala la Mala. Mala Mala. Kamala la Mala. Mala is Spanish for bad. Like if you tell somebody you bad, a female will be mad mala, a male will be malo. See, you got the O. Whenever you see the O at the end, that's a guy. Whenever you see like the A, that's a woman. So there you go. That's my Spanish lesson for today. So anyway, man, you know, this is turning out to be crazier and crazier every time. Every time I look in YouTube, man, and I see these videos that are coming out, man, this is getting nuts out here. It's getting totally nuts, man. I mean, I was looking at somebody, and he was calling what's this guy's name, Booty Gag or whatever. He was calling him Booty Juice. I said, oh no, man. Hey, calling him Booty Juice. That's bad. Officer Tatum. Officer Tatum calling him Booty. Oh, these people are going crazy out here. They are going nuts. Lord, take me. Lord Jesus, take me home. Take me home. Look, there it goes. There goes the picture of Jesus at the rapture with the angels with the trumpets and everything. Maybe I should draw that, but real big, it takes up the whole wall and the door too. I just saw this movie about this one Christian artist that he was doing. He was doing some art. It's on Up Faith and Family channel. I forget what's the name of the movie, man. It's really great, and it's about this guy who he's a fantastic artist. He did a limited edition piece on Martin Luther King in Bohemia, I think it is, in the Bahamas. Some kind of mangroves that he went over there. It's kind of like a retreat or something that he went there to get his mind together. That was his place to get recharged. This is my place right here, my room. In my room, way at the end of the hall, I sit and stare at the wall. No, I do anything but, man. I'm a busy guy, man. All these things running around in my head. Got that multiple personality and the ADDDD. Some of my personalities got ADDD. Some of them got depression. But we working on the depression now. I just did a kind of a Bible study today on depression, and there's a place that talked about in Isaiah. It talked about putting on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Who has problems with depression? It's better to talk now, man. Look at what happened to Robin Williams, man. A great comedian, dude had money, had fame, and in the end, he had nobody, man. Nobody was asking him the hard questions like, "Hey, how you doing with the depression?" I don't got nobody too, but I always show up at different places. I mean, I go to battle prayer early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Got a group of guys there. We let it all hang out there. I go to church every opportunity I get. Usually I go to both services on Sunday over at the Crossing Church. And sometimes I might go to another church too, over here, Rise, which I used to go there before I went to the Crossing Church. But I went over there last Sunday night. They had a thing going on. And I think I went the previous Saturday. I got Saturday service. You know, a person like me with all the problems that I have, yeah, going to church as much as possible is a good thing. When I was in Teen Challenge, I used to go to 11 church services every week. Think of that, 11. Sometimes more. Well, I took my Marco Rubio break. Did my Marco Rubio impersonation. What else we got going on here? Well, I'm just praising the Lord. Haven't had any. Haven't had any. We're gonna see how long we can go without taking any pain medicine. I think I haven't had any. Well, I couldn't even since yesterday. Yesterday was when I found my pain medicine. So we're gonna see how many hours we can stay without it. It's already been more than 24 hours. No pain meds. And I'm not gonna say that my arm doesn't hurt, but you know what? Sometimes you got to redirect your mind, just like a TENS unit redirects the pain to another place, and it. I guess it deadens your nervous system or it overloads your nervous system. I don't know exactly how it works. Maybe it just gives you one pain that's gonna take care of another pain. I don't know. But anyway, it seems to help out some. I'll be putting it on a little while. I'm already eyeing it already. The little black case that it comes in, and well, I'm just glad that I'm in a place where I'm learning a lot. God is dealing with me in a lot of different things, anger issues and everything. And I see now that the anger is usually for things that I feel that are mine. And God is trying to tell me, no, everything is mine. Because everything is made from atoms. And I'm the one who made and sustained the atoms together. Because if you look at an atom, you have electrons, which are negatively charged, protons, which are positively charged, and you got neurons, which are supposed to be no charge. Okay, and inside of those electrons and protons and electrons and neutrons, it's believed that you have things that are even smaller inside. We're never gonna find the end of this. You know that because God is way too complicated. We're never gonna find the building blocks of the building blocks of the building blocks. We just barely know that there's something smaller than electrons, which is the quarks or whatever. And so if we're not gonna get down there because we would get to the point where we would be looking in the face of God. I don't think we're gonna get that. I think Jesus is coming a lot sooner than they can make any kind of way of looking into any smaller particles. I mean, science now is just catching up to the idea that light is actually something. Think of that. And I don't even know. I know it wasn't in the periodic table when I was in school. There was no light. Li or what? No, it's not Li. I think Li is already taken. Who knows what? Who knows what L could be? What light could be abbreviated as? You know, maybe they could put like Dylan Mulvaney because Dylan was with the Bud Light. Somebody was talking about. I heard a preacher talking about side chicks and stuff. And they were saying how why God only made one woman for Adam. You know, if God wanted us to have more than one woman, like let's say like Jacob had two wives, and they each gave a slave to Jacob. So that means that it was. So that means that it was. How do you say it was? it was kind of like that kind of situation, you know. So they were doing that, and well, she was talking. This preacher was talking about that, and I was thinking, well, you know, maybe God only sent Eve because remember, I mean, you know, the creation was just made. You know, there was no aspirin. You know, for the headache that she would bring. there was there was no late night television, so that this way when she said not tonight, you know, at least you could see some TV or something. But they had nothing back then. They had no cable, no satellite. You know, there was no, and they had no women management. Which you know, see, women have different levels. Okay. Women come in different levels. You know, if you find a woman that's totally logical, never fights or anything, just watch out. She's probably a transformer. Transformer more than meets the eyes. Okay, so you got to be very careful with that. Okay. Now, another level, other than the transformer, we have level one. Now, level one, you could talk her down. If when she starts getting all excited and stuff, you can, hey baby, you know, I know that you're a little upset because of this, but you know what? You know, daddy's gonna take care of it. You know, daddy's gonna take care of it. That's what I'm here for, baby. Okay, daddy's gonna take care of it. Come on, let me give you a hug, baby. Come on. Come over here, baby. Just don't worry about it. I know. I hear you, girl. I hear you. I hear you. Let me just sing a little song to you, and we'll think about it. You know, let me just run my fingers through your hair as you put your head on my lap, and I just want to sing this song. You know, I remember the first time I saw you, girl. I looked at you and I said, each day through my window, I watch her as she passes by. I say to myself, you're such a lucky guy to have a girl like her is to live a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belongs to me. But it was just my imagination running away with me. Telling you it was just my imagination running away with me. Ooh, soon we'll be married and raise a family. Oh yeah, a cozy little home out in the country with 2 kids and maybe 3. I tell you, I can visualize it all. It couldn't be a dream, for to real it all seemed. Well, it was just my imagination once again running away with me. Telling you it was just my imagination running away with me. All right. And as I'm singing you a song and you're going into sleep, you know, I just keep on stroking your hair, and telling God how grateful I am that you're here with me, you know, and it's gonna work out okay. You know? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. Just the way he planned it. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's gonna be okay. Just hold on. Yeah, because, sometimes when you sleep on things, the next day, you feel okay. Yeah. Sometimes it takes for you to, look at things when you're well rested. It's a whole different ball game, you know. And I'm talking to myself when I say that. Sometimes I start with all this anxiety, like what's going to happen here? What's this? What's that? Before you know it, I then got myself into a frenzy. And anybody talk anything to me is like, I'm ready to chop their heads off, I'm like, I'm in prison mode. You don't want to be doing that, man. Um, like that song from the Winans that they made with Anita Baker. Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. It'll be all over in the morning. Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. Ooh, it'll be all over in the morning. Yes, you gotta leave it some time. Give God an opportunity to work on that. Then you got other levels of women. The other ones might be worth it, but just remember, another level, another problem. You gotta you wanna deal with some of these women. Hey, some of these women they got problems now, and we're gonna go through all of them. Okay. The next group I'm gonna say is number two. Number two. And maybe I should have just skipped that number. I don't like saying no woman is a number two. Let's just say she's a number three. Two has a bad thought to it. Okay. So let's just say got the one you could talk down, you could sing to her, whatever. You could bring her down from DEFCON 3 to nice and tranquil. You know, that's it. You want her to be like a kitten purring under your hand and resting. You singing her to sleep, or you're stroking her hair, and you're praying for her. You know, she's just in her happy spot with you. She's in her happy place with you. And you know, the next level, she's just like the first level. But sometimes you can't talk her down. Can't talk her down. You gotta go. You have to go. Don't be there. Don't be there. Just go. There's always a movie you could see. There's always a museum you could check out. There's a homeboy you can get in touch with. See what he's doing. Maybe you can go over and see some NFL replays. I'm sure there's a football game you haven't seen. I mean, I've been having NFL replay now for 3 or 4 weeks. It's like going into the fourth week. I haven't seen all them games. I mean, I see all the games from my team. The Giants. Then I see all the teams that are in the Giants division, like the Cowboys and the Eagles, and who else is in there? Washington, I think. So it's those four teams. And I might see something else. Just I might check out some other games, but I just don't have the time to do it. I just like I said, I just barely see the Giants. And some of these TV things, I see some TVs, I see some TV shows that are not Christian, but they're good. I mean, I see a lot of Christian stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm always if I was to turn on that TV right now, chances are it would be on 18:3 because I always put it on. They have the Daystar, that they have. It's like scenic, nature shots with scripture verses. A very beautiful place. That's why I want to go to Vietnam and Thailand because they're always showing pictures of Thailand and Vietnam. I mean, those places look very beautiful. There's no doubt about it. And both of them have a less cost of living than here. I think Thailand. It seems like they want you to have, was it 20,000 in their bank or something like that? I don't know. 880,000 baht or whatever. I don't know. I just looked at it and I said, I just kept, if you want to become like a resident there or something like that. But I don't know about that. That's I'm a long way from that. I probably visit, Asia in a couple of months because I have to go to some place that's less costly than here. Because I gotta be waiting, like I have a court case that's gonna be like 2 years at least. I mean, these court cases, there's a lot of people suing out here. You know, this is Florida, man. Why do you think those? Why do you think those? Why do you think those car rates have been going up? The insurance rates, because a lot of people are suing, man. And now with all these Haitians going from Ohio, they don't know how to drive, and they're giving them driver's licenses and letting them drive cars. I don't understand that. That makes absolutely no sense. They're driving into buildings. They're driving into other cars. You know. Maybe I might be going over there, man. Maybe I might go over there and open up a driving school. The cripple Creole driving school. You know, they, they could pay me. They could pay me in dog meat. I will accept dog meat and cat meat as payment. Because I'm on the carnivore diet now for the diabetes. You know, I don't know. Freaking cats eat anything though. They be eating rats. Well, the dogs too. I mean, they actually even have a breed called the Rat Terrier, which is like Wishbone. Remember Wishbone? It's like the little Rat Terrier. They used to have those dogs because those dogs was small and they was able to get in there with the rats and eat them and stuff, or at least kill them. But with a name like that, I bet they probably ate them. And the how do you say? I mean, different places do different things, man. I mean, I know Manny Pacquiao, who in my book is probably one of the greatest people inside and outside the boxing ring. To me, he's like what Roberto Clemente was to baseball. The great Roberto Clemente, he was fantastic on the field, Hall of Famer, and outside the field, he was a great humanitarian. Lost his life trying to take supplies to Nicaragua, I think it was an earthquake or something like that. And that year, I think he was the MVP. I think him and Willie Stargell had, if I'm not mistaken, I think they tied for that. I'm not sure. I mean, that was a long time ago, but I think that was it. I mean, he almost reinvented the position of right field. With his tremendous arm. You know, if you went around the bag too much, you're gonna get picked off by Roberto. If you tried running home on him or try to take an extra base, try to go to third base, you coming up against a guy who got a pretty good arm. You know, and and off the field he was a great humanitarian. You know, And that's the same way I feel about Manny Pacquiao. I see all these videos of him where Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao is giving money away to people. I mean, he makes a lot of the fights. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know how much he got paid for the Mayweather fight, but if Mayweather made whatever $250 million, you got to figure Manny made at least 100 million, or very minimum 100 million. Now you turn that times 50, which is the peso change. All of a sudden, 100 million becomes what, 5 billion? 100, yeah, five comes a lot. 5 billion, I think it is. Of course, my math is a little bit off right now because I'm tired, man. I mean, I've been up since I don't know when, and been doing a couple of videos on the on this whole topic of putting on the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. And I think laughter is also part of the healing process too. Sometimes you just need a good laugh, and you'll be able to see things. You say, man, my life is not that bad. I know you're in pain. I'm in pain right now. I know maybe the doctor gave you a bad report. What some people would think was to be a bad report. The next time I speak with my doctor and he tells me something that's like, you know, Victor, you got this and that, and this is how long you're gonna last. I tell them, praise the Lord. Many people don't have that privilege of knowing when they're gonna go. The Old Testament people knew it. They knew it. Uh, Abraham knew it, and that's why he sent Eleazar to get a wife for Isaac. Got Rebecca. And when when it was his time, Ishmael and Isaac, they buried him. You know, and I think they buried him in the same place where Sarah was. And when you lose a loved one, that's a very hard thing. You know, but God gives you grace to live beyond it. Live with it. And you can joke again. Look at me. I lost mom on December 20th of 2021, and here I am talking bad about women. The next level, like I said, you got to leave. You can't. You just do what you can and leave. Leave. Then when you come back, maybe it'll be over with. If not, go leave again. Let time heal that wound. That's the best. That's the best thing that I could tell you. Let time is gonna heal your wound too. It's gonna give you a different perspective. Take your mind and put it someplace else. Talk to somebody about Jesus. Do some evangelism. Get your mind off of that problem. Go see that movie like I saw, Wild Robot, or a pretty funny movie, which was Am I Racist? That's very funny. I thought it was funny. I was cracking up. And it takes a lot to make me laugh, like somebody else doing comedy. I don't laugh at just any comedy. It's got to be very, very funny for me to laugh at it. And believe me, I was laughing. I think I was the only one in the whole theater, but I liked it, man. I thought it was funny. It was just hilarious, man. It was very, very entertaining and enlightening. And the other one, the Wild Robot, it was great, man. It's a fantastic unifier. It's a fantastic uplifting story. Now also, with some women, you just can't uplift them. You have to put them in God's head. That's why you got to put some space between you and her. Okay, I'll check you out later on when things are a little bit different. Let her mind work through it. Because she has to convince herself. You can't convince her. You're not there for that. She's there to help you. So that this way you could minister. This way you could do what you got to do, bring home the bacon or whatever. She got to help you. That was the original intent of the way. She got to help you raising them kids. She just has to help you by motivating you to be someone that better reflects the light of Jesus. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, Wolfman? I love the wolves. That's why I call myself Meldrick Halfman Wolfman Jackson on Facebook. Meldrick Jackson because my father used to call me that before he went to be with Jesus. And half man because the double stroke kind of left me like a half man. My left side is all jacked up, but God is gonna heal me. Okay, I'm getting quicker at that. Getting quicker at talking because what comes out your mouth is very important. It's very important. If it wasn't important, then why did God tell Balaam only say what I tell you to say? If it wasn't important what comes out your mouth, why did he send the angel ready to strike him? And the only thing that saved his life was the donkey, who saw the angel standing in a place where he couldn't go to the right or to the left. He's gonna chop that head off. But God has a lot of mercy though. So that would be. So now we talked about the two levels. Got level 1, got level 3. Where you just leaving. Level 4. If that doesn't work, if you go and come back after a couple of hours, still the same. Now you might have to sit. Now you might have to get like a group. She needs to get into a group setting where she could talk about woman management. You know, instead of anger management, women's management. You know, get a whole mess of other women who have been there, done that. You know, who have successfully, they've successfully raised their kids. I'm not talking about just one kid. Because one kid that don't count, man. You need at least 2 or 3 kids. You gotta and I had like 3 kids under 2 years old. That's when it gets interesting. Because when they grow up, man, that's just weird, man. Just the questions alone were weird. Jeez. But those memories, nobody's gonna be able to take them away from me. Maybe I might forget them, but I thank God for them, and being part of their life. Of course, now it's different, Now none of them can stand me, so I don't trust them. 2 of them I don't even get in touch with. So, and the third, like I said, I don't even trust. So it is what it is. Maybe the next woman that I find, the next woman that God puts in my path, maybe what I'll do is maybe we'll have a kid. Maybe she'll be a young woman. I don't know. Or one of them old women who still can produce. I don't know. Or maybe a woman who wants to adopt. We can take one of these girls who are having a crisis in their pregnancy and they want to abort. And maybe we can take it and help her out. And not only that, but if she wants to visit the child every now and then, why not? See, we gotta do everything in a new way. We just can't be, thinking of ourselves. Oh no, we're not gonna have the biological parent. be involved. Why not? Why not? Is there something in the Bible that says you can't? I mean, if it's not in the Bible, prove to me. Come on, I'll be from Missouri, the show me state. So show me. Put it in the comments. Send me an email. Get on Facebook. You know, and we can get it all down. So that might help out somebody. Might save a life. Certainly gonna save that kid's life. Especially if she was thinking about getting an abortion, and we just get in there. Hey, we could take care of the kid. If you want to visit the kid, that's cool. If you don't want to visit the kid, well, that's cool too. You know. But this way, at least you still have the option of seeing that kid. Not just getting rid of him. You don't know. That might be the only kid that God allows you to have in your whole life. Because once you get in over here in this room here, and that butcher gets a hold of you, who knows what's gonna happen? You might not even come out of that place alive. I bet that's happened. I bet they don't talk about that. I bet they're always saying, oh, for the health of the woman, she's at risk. She has they all have atopic pregnancies or whatever. I don't know. But I mean, it's very rare. Don't tell me they all having that. Oh no, most of them are just regular. I mean, I've stood outside of abortion clinics in New York with the Catholics. I know I'm always talking bad about the Catholics, but in this instance, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And I stood out there and I saw the ages of some of these girls. Some of them didn't even have developed breasts. They were so young. And yet they were going in there alone. They were going in there. And I used to look at the Catholic priest. He used to say, "Yep." He used to tell me, "Yep, that's it." They come in young, young, young. You know, New York City got a grip on it. Many years. I mean, how many millions kids has been killed because of that? That's the Moloch. That's the Moloch spirit right there. That's the spirit of that Egyptian god who wanted the males to be thrown in the Nile River in the time of Moses. That's the spirit of Herod who wanted to kill all the kids 2 years older and under, all the males 2 years and under. It was the massacre at what was it? Ramah was it? Or I forget where it was. Bethlehem, I guess, because that's where it was. But I don't know exactly where was it that Jesus was raised at. I mean, he was born in Bethlehem, but they weren't from there. They were from Nazareth. I think they went to Egypt, but you know, I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what. I think it was Ramah. I'm not sure. I would have to look that up. But I think they said that there was weeping in Ramah. Because Rachel's children were no longer there. Herod was killing because he didn't want no competition. He's like these schools. Schools don't want no competition. Schools don't want no competition. These public schools they want to have the monopoly. They don't want you to homeschool. But yet, the kids that come out of homeschool come out better prepared than anybody because they're not gonna be back talking to the to the teacher. They gotta do their homework. They gonna do their homework. They ain't gonna cheat. They're not gonna do that. And they got some tremendous programs that you could actually get nowadays. I tried to homeschool my three. I tried. I did it for about a year or something, and at least I tried. I couldn't do it because I was too soft, you know. But I tried. Too bad I didn't have the money to get like the program that they have. Like there was this Baptist school that they had the whole curriculum. And that was great. let's go to the next level. Let's go to the next level. So we had the level that you could talk her down, the level that you could leave, and when you came back, she was okay. She would work it out for herself. God, the Holy Spirit would work on her, and between the Godhead and her, all four of them, they got to where they should be. That don't necessarily mean that she's gonna ask for forgiveness to you. That's another level. That's another level that you gotta. We'll talk about that too. But especially if she's Puerto Rican, then after Puerto Rican, then a Latin woman, and then after Latin woman, is she an island woman? Because my mother was an island woman, so that's a different. We're gonna get into all of it. Believe me. And if you're a woman, you may as well just turn off the you may as well. Actually, you should have turned it off a long time ago, I think. But maybe you agree. Maybe you're gonna hear this and you're gonna say, man, maybe you got a point. You got a point. The next level. Okay, we were talking about the girl that you got to get her involved with a group. You know, next level. You're gonna have to get some marriage counseling. You're gonna have to get some. You're gonna have to get some psychologists to talk you people through this. Because it's gonna really affect you. You're gonna get some marriage counseling, and if she accepts it, keep on getting that marriage counseling. Do those spend money and do those marriage seminars that people are always doing. You know, you're gonna have to go back to the basics. You know, you're gonna have to be exceptional. With her, try to bring her around. Keep her on point with these appointments to the psychologist. If that doesn't work, then you have to go to a psychiatrist, and we're gonna have to deal with medicines. You know, and if that doesn't work, we always have the sacrifice. Where we take a young goat, we go to the train tracks at midnight on Kamala Harris's birthday, and we go there. Now you have to have access to the train tracks at midnight, and you need a skull to hold the blood of the goat, and that sharp knife. You take the goat over there. You slit the goat's neck, and then you jam the knife real hard into where the heart is, and you take the heart out. Hopefully, it's still warm. But I tell you, and as you take it out, you go Kalima, 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 and you take a bite out of it. No, listen, I'm just kidding around, all right? If she can't, if a psychiatrist and a psychologist can't work on it, man, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, they got a plethora of medicines. These psychiatrists that they could. I mean, I got some of them right here. What are you talking about? They can make a cocktail out of Haldol and Thorazine. We got, we got a lot of. What was that other one? There was a medication that was actually so powerful that it opened up the spirit realm on one lady, and it didn't allow her to get an exorcism. Mega, mega, I forget what it was. Mega, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. It was in a preaching that Dr. Tony Evans did, and it was made into a movie. I think some kind of exorcism movie, Exorcism of Emily Rose or something like that. I gotta look it up. I forget this. Maybe the double stroke has finally started to move into the other side of my brain where where it was okay, but it's not okay anymore. You gotta love it, man. But these are the kind of stuff that goes on in my brain all day long, and I just spit it out here. I'm trying to get you into get that spirit of heaviness out of you, so drawing it out, drawing it out. Get the spirit of praise in there, get the spirit of laughter in there because you need that. where you could just lift up your hands, and you say, God, this is such a wonderful life. I was gonna take all these pills and I was gonna check out, but you know what, Lord, I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look for a way. I'm gonna get Victor to pray for me over here. I'm gonna get VIP3 to pray for me. I'm gonna leave a message on his YouTube. I'm gonna see about getting into that battle prayer group, on Zoom, that Zoom call. I'm gonna do that because if it worked for Victor, maybe it'll work for me. I got so many things wrong. You know, maybe it'll work for me. Maybe I could get some direction from this group. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need to pray. Maybe I read my Bible, but I don't pray enough. Because it's too much. It's just too much to think that a great God is gonna be listening to me. And that there's other brothers who may be interested in my problems. That's what the world teaches against, right? Everybody is to each his own, like the song says. To each his own. That's my philosophy. I didn't even do my dance today. I haven't danced. I should have danced before because before we're talking about the David dance. You know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this. And I'm gonna start doing some dancing. Hopefully the exercise will work out. This, and then maybe I could praise and I could see my healing. I could record my healing right here for everybody. God bless everybody. Have a good day.